Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, you already know hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Sunday. Hopefully everybody was able to enjoy their weekends. I know this weekend was NFL games, playoffs, all the other good olds. Hopefully everybody was able to enjoy themselves, whether they was at the events live or not. And for those in the city, hopefully I was able to keep yourselves warm and out of the streets this weekend. It had been a crazy one. Even right now, as we speak, it's not looking good right now. It actually feels colder than what it's supposed to. It's supposed to be dropping down to 20 tonight. And honestly could be feeling like in the teens. So just make sure you're keeping yourself bundled up. Wherever you at, wherever you at around the country or around the world, shoot. Make sure y'all keeping yourselves prepared for this winter. Nirvana, what's going on, baby? Clarissa, what's going on, baby? It's been a minute since you've been in here, baby. Cool Gamer, what's going on? Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. Definitely one that was needed. Definitely one I felt was hitting on topic. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. Tonight is going to be a little bit different because I ain't just going to be discussing one thing. So I do want to kind of like finish off to a degree too. Now, yeah, it's becoming a little bit too much with the migrant problem. But hold on, I know myself. James, what's going on, my guy? I hear you, Clarissa. Well, the main thing is that you're safe and sound at least. Because yeah, been a little crazy one to a degree with most people. Um, but nonetheless, you're still blessed. So just take that into consideration. Um, yeah, the migrant problem. Um, it's becoming apparent now because there's certain parks now where they flooded with them right now. Some are to the point of using the park as their bathroom, basically, which is kind of disturbing. Only because, again, like these people should have at least been somewhere indoors. Again, how do you implement bringing people here? You don't have enough space or even enough buildings or houses to hold them. Mary, what's going on, baby? And it's crazy because, like what was said yesterday, they was trying to ship them to Texas, and then they shipping them up here. Yeah, they gonna ship them to the big cities where they think they could actually have more of a chance to. Yeah, but it's still not gonna be a chance because think about all the people who still haven't gotten any type of residency as far as they have been going through the shelter program, so on and so forth. Or look at the people again who have been waiting on the list or a lottery list for an apartment and stuff like that. So again, you're not thinking, why would you try to implement and bring more people here if you can't even house the people that are here now? We wouldn't have half of the homeless problems we have around the country right now if y'all would be on point with trying to get these people again off the streets. There should be no reason why states like California, New York City, Texas, shoot, certain spots of Georgia and Alabama, everywhere is looking crazy. Like it's literally Skid Row. Like everybody is literally on the streets. And whoever ain't on the streets is just like it's sad. I feel bad for again those people who gotta be out there in the streets with their kids or with their family. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Like I was saying yesterday, that's not a good look for you to tell these migrants or these pregnant migrants that they ain't gonna kick them out as of yet. They gonna wait till after 6 months of their child being born. But shoot, by that time frame, you might as well just consider them a citizen. Now, I'm serious about that. Like, how do you implement bringing people here and don't have no real way to house them, help them get benefits, so on and so forth? You don't even want to help half of the people here get benefits. So make it make sense. But again, it goes back to what I was saying a while back. Having the wrong people implementing in these seats. Lady Shay, what's going on, baby? And I think that's going to be the problem because the overflow of them being here now is it's becoming dangerous and on all levels. Because again, you got them sleeping in parks, got them sleeping in areas that they really shouldn't even be in. Some of them are even trying to, break into certain spots just to try to get some sort of shelter and safety. Again, that shouldn't be the case. Sirius, what's going on, baby? And I think that's the saddest thing, though. The saddest thing is this is what we're looking at. We're gonna keep getting these type of stories where they're gonna keep flooding. They're gonna keep flooding. They're gonna keep trying to push them from either state to state, or they're gonna push them into a specific state. And now we got more problems. We got enough people as it is in the city alone. So just imagine, like I said, all the other big cities that got to deal with the extra on top of extra. Again, you got some of them who have come here, they ain't been here long and already started committing crimes. Stuff they was probably already doing in their hometowns and in their homelands to begin with. So you essentially just brought more crime over here in certain situations. At least that's my opinion on it. And again, how can you try to bring people here when you have a homeless problem that you need to fix? Now, certain instances, yeah, there are some homeless people who are getting out of the streets and into shelters. But then guess what? What else are you offering them program wise to try to make sure they get themselves established as far as a job and all of that? Miss T, what's going on, baby? That's what I'm saying. How do you correct or how do you try to implement something when you can't even correct what's going on here? There should be less homeless people out in these streets. Now, some of them, again, yeah, they choose to be homeless. So that is essentially on them. But again, the ones who didn't have a choice, that's not fair. Because some of them was actually keeping up with certain things. But look, you start raising property taxes or you start raising rent on things, after a while it becomes too much. Again, somebody might have took a hit, took an injury, so on and so forth. Now I gotta see what's going on. If that injury is going to sideline me for more than a couple months, I ain't gonna be able to work. So now I risk, unless I get some sort of either a one shot deal or unless I decide to do something to where I could, then I'm messed up basically. I'm gonna end up losing my damn house or losing my apartment because I can't do nothing. They don't be thinking about that. They don't think if people have serious injuries, prime example, how you expect me to do anything. But I was saying that instance for some people, before it ever gets to that, make sure whatever you're doing that you saving properly. Or trying to at least save properly and make sure you double what you need to double up. Because guess what? You're gonna need that. Never know what your situation could be. You could have a bad back and can't be. You might be out of work for 4 to 6 months, depending on if you had to have surgery and everything else. That adds up. Plus, you got to think about the damn medical bills just in case of your medical coverage not covering certain things. That's money out the pocket. So again, how you expect somebody not to end up being in that situation of homelessness? Something that should be taken into consideration for real. Like, come on now. It's unfair to try to wrap people up and bring them somewhere if you don't have a destination for them, number one, a permanent destination, and no type of permanent help. It's almost saying like, all right, look, you here now, figure it out on your own. How does that work? And you gotta look for some of them that could be coming here. This ain't gonna be their first language. This will probably be like their third language. Oh yeah, Miss T, congratulations too, baby. Y'all make sure y'all make sure y'all sub up to Miss T right here, man. Show us some love. Definitely was a great upload. You know, that's what I'm saying. These talks can't be overlooked or underlooked no more. It really can't. Angel, what's going on, baby? You know, and I think that's the saddest thing again. You want to push these people everywhere, basically. Now, what happens if it gets to a point where there is no more room for them to come here or anywhere for that matter? What you gonna do then? Now you gotta essentially spread them out again across the world. Come on now. Like I said, for some of them who might be coming here, this could be their second, third, maybe even fourth language. I was watching a story with they try to give this man, I think, 35 years to life or 35 years. Um, they try to say that he caused the cops death um, because he was resisting or whatever. But my thing is, that man, English was technically his third language. He speaks a language that is common in a certain part of Brazil, I believe. Then he speaks the dialect of the whole Spanish dialect. Then English is bit like the only thing he could really say was, I forgot what he said. That was the only English word I heard him say throughout that whole time they was trying to interrogate him and stuff. And he said he can speak English. That right there is a constitution to say, all right, we got a problem. I honestly hope he ain't a migrant because see, the only thing he had on him was a small knife. But he had already tried to say, especially somebody that could speak the language, that he works in the field. So if I work in the field, farmland, whatever the case is, you know 9 out of 10 I gotta use a knife to cut something. They was trying to say he was looking suspect or looking menacing in the area by the hotel, but he just was coming home from work. I would be a little nervous too if I'm coming back from somewhere I barely speak the language of the culture here, and I'm getting either accosted or I'm getting looked at about something. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you brought them here with no real execution plan. And now they already here, you see that it's backfiring. Now you want to just shift them wherever you want to shift them at. Which is crazy. Tanya, what's going on, baby? You already know if you just tuned in, the like button. I'm gonna drop and pin the link at some point, just in case anybody want to get in on any of the open topics tonight. Because this is a topic right here. It's becoming a mass problem right now. Over flooded. And you ain't got no type of real hope or anything for them. So again, how does that work? Appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel, baby. You know, but this is all I'm saying though. I'm still a little ticked though because again, I feel bad for those pregnant migrant mothers because again, You ain't even going to be in the country long, and you and your child going to have to worry about exiting the damn country. And again, if they not financially stable, no type of benefits or anything, you're essentially throwing them out to the wolves. How does that work? Again, how is this supposed to be a land of opportunity when you ain't giving opportunity to those in the country that need it? To those in here who actually want to be off the streets, who actually want to be in a better position than what they in. How do you bring people here when you still got a problem with crime? I feel bad for those who are out in the streets only because we see what happens to some of the homeless people on the streets. So now you got people who are not from the country who have to sleep out in the streets with their families 9 out of 10, and they still might have to be on point because you never know what will happen. See, right now in the city, again, it's only 25 degrees, about to drop down another 10 tonight. Think about being out there in that damn cold with your damn children. You got damn near nothing, or if you might have something, but it ain't enough. How that work? James number 8. What's going on, my guy? Again, you implemented a plan, didn't carefully think it through, thought that maybe this was going to be the option, this was how it was going to be, and backfired again. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I was hearing about that one too, Mary. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. I'm not getting into too much politicals tonight. Well, some of this political is not even it's not even politics. It's just awareness and common sense. Should be no reason why you keep bringing people here if you're not going to help. And then some of the people you do bring here, you help them quicker than the people that been out longer. I'm on the streets longer than anything, trying to get myself back into a form of being back in society, being back in something good, and you can't help me. I gotta prove to you that I'm homeless. I gotta prove to you I don't have no type of work, benefits, none of that before you can even help me. And then it ain't even a guarantee you won't fully help me. And then think about it. The shelters that are already being in place right now, some of them are being shared by some of the migrants. Some migrants was actually, I believe, lucky to get some sort of whatever. But look about the rest of them that don't. So now you want to raise a homeless problem even more in your country because you are inviting more people here than expected. That's like having a block party or having a house party. I don't care if you got the biggest house and you don't got enough food for everybody that's there. Make it make sense. What you going to do? You're going to either have to order out, you're going to have to improvise, or shit. Half of the people just going to have to buy their own. That's essentially what you're telling them. Well, if you can't make it, if you can't do whatever, you just going to have to figure it out. Northwoods, what's going on? Like, I don't get that part. Telling people this is opportunity. If you're going through whatever and you feel this is your last resort, basically, to come in, but then you bring them here and then he ain't got shit for them. Make it make sense. How do you not have something for these people you bring in? I can wait on that one because 9 out of 10, you ain't gonna be able to answer that question anyway. And I believe to a degree, like shout outs to Ryder for what he said. I believe in certain instances you was trying to bring all these people here to eliminate the cost of people who don't want to work or people who refuse to work. I believe it. It might seem harsh, it might seem a little whatever, but I'm not that far off, I see. I'm really not that far off. What better way to implement certain things than by, all right, these people don't want to take the opportunities that's given to them, even the smallest ones, or giving the people who really want them or need them. Susanna, what's going on, baby? You know, and that's the thing, though. The one thing to remember in life is that you're never helpless. You're not. You should never, and I mean repeat, never feel like you the lowest dangling fruit from a tree. Shouldn't feel that way at all. You do have opportunity because again, you have smart, you have wisdom. But I feel bad again for those who might be here are trying to get accustomed or trying to at least get the hang of things, and they ain't getting it. And again, that's the worst. You know, again, you gotta understand this. You're not gonna be able to continuously overflood the country with people that you feel you want to be here. Again, you taking a risk on certain things. If the crime was down low to a degree, now it's about to start spiking back up. Why? Because there are going to be some of these migrants who are not getting the benefits or the help, and they've been here longer than 3, 4 months. What you think they're going to do after a while? If I'm not going to get what the hell I'm supposed to be getting, I'm fucking take it by force. If I got to do what I got to do, if I got to do what I know how to do, or if I got to do what I was doing back in my homeland, then I'm going to do it because I need to survive. Liz, what's going on, baby? Like I said, I feel bad for those who got the short end of the stick, basically. Because some of them, as we speaking right now, are out there on these streets. As cold as it is tonight, half of them are probably in these parks. If they didn't find some sort of shelter for the night, they are either somewhere in a train station, in a park. It could be anywhere 9 out of 10 trying to find a place just to get shelter and stay warm. That would be a whole cultural shift and a climatical shift for some people. Just think about it. I'm coming from a spot where I'm known for only having warm climate, like warm climates and temperatures throughout the damn year. And now I'm coming to a whole different territory where it's actually cold. That shit ain't gonna look right. Willis, what's going on, my guy? You know that again, you didn't think this through. You just figured, all right, we gonna take away opportunities. We don't care at some point if people start complaining about they don't have opportunities. Oh well, you had time to. But then you see they gonna work out because some of these people barely speak any other language outside of their own. They not getting not a near lick of anything, not an emergency stamp, none of that. And if they did get something, guess what? It ain't gonna be enough to hold them down. Some of these people don't even have proper credentials or they proper anything, ID, social, any of that. So again, how did you think this was going to work? What better way to shake up the country, right? By just adding more people here that you can't even afford to feed, house, and do anything, right? Maybe I'm just tripping on that. Maybe I'm just tripping. No, I'm not tripping. I'm being truthful. They shouldn't have to use the outside, the park, or any of that shit as a bathroom. They should be housed so they could use the bathrooms properly. They should be housed, especially when you know there's kids involved, babies involved, toddlers. Doesn't matter. See, like out of my area, I'll be honest with you, this is probably the first winter I don't see a lick of too many homeless people out here. Or they finally might have actually gotten indoors. You'll see them during the day. Nighttime have been scarce. So I could tell some of these people probably finally got some sort of shelter for them. Or some of them are just finding new spots to go and stay indoors. So you got homeless people with mental health disorders that's out in the street. You got regular homeless people who just are down on their luck and financially down on their luck. And now you got the migrants. A little bit too much right now. A little bit too much. So how do you plan on fixing this now that you already done implement this problem? And guess who's going to have to pay a blunt of that? It's going to be the people, again, like I said yesterday. It's going to be the people that's going to be paying for their mistakes and their madness. Should never ever come to that level, like I said. You brought them here, now you should try to help. If you ain't going to help the people that was already here, you might as well help the people that you brought here. About that one. Listen, I said the same thing. With T, I said the same damn thing. But you know what? They doing that. New York, Cali. I'm telling you, all the big cities, all the real big cities where they think that they're gonna have more opportunity to house these people, that's where they're gonna ship them at. I kid you not. I kid you not on that one. But like I said, that is a problem right there. That's a big problem. 1 second, I might hear a little whatever. I have to step out for a second. Miss T, listen. This is what they get again for implementing a plan without having a real course of action. Again, how could you possibly try to house people when you can't even house the homeless people who are here now? Some of these people could actually be back into the work field, getting back into some sort of home. But this is the thing now. Some people would actually, in my opinion, have to really start investing wherever they at. Invest in property, invest in real estate. So this way you can still have something. Hey, if you gotta take my damn house, take it. But you ain't taking my motherfucking property. I got this. I got this. I'll put something in. Again, sometimes some people are gonna have to live within their means. Shades, be safe on the road, baby. And that's what I'm saying. I actually don't. And see, when people do raise up and say certain shit on this level, especially on a political level, there's always going to be recourse, so on and so forth. I really wouldn't care about a recourse because I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from the visual sight that I see. You did something that was stupid. I don't care how you look at it. You did something stupid and didn't have a backup plan for it. Now it's starting to backfire even more. Now watch. You go ahead, crime rate done went up some more. How much you want to bet the robberies go back up again? If not the violence, the robbery's gonna go back up. Because some of these people don't got nothing. I'm supposed to be here with my family and I can't even fucking feed them. And that's on both ends. I hear you, Angel. You know, it's the truth though. How the hell am I supposed to feed my family and I'm here in a whole new country? I don't got no work. I don't got no important documents I need to work. I definitely don't even have a shelter. So now I gotta try to scramble and do what I could do. It's unfair. And I know probably some of them are wishing like, damn, I shouldn't have even left. If I'd have known it was gonna be just as bad here, I would have stayed where I was at. How about the next time y'all decide you want to open up borders to people? How about you actually fix what's in your borders first? I'm sorry to say it. Fix what's actually within your borders and your realms. Fix the homeless crisis to a degree. You can do it. You refuse to do it though. Think about it. You got some of these damn properties or some of these homes. Yeah, we know some of them owned by the banks. But if people would do the right investments and the smart investments, shit, you'll be able to keep your little land property, even add something to the property. Shit. That's what I'm saying. You're not teaching people things like the financials and how to deal with things in the event that certain things do happen. And the ones that are, they barely getting the recognition. And they need it because again, they are helping people try to keep themselves balanced in the float. Doesn't matter if you got the greatest career or if you got the shittiest career. Really shouldn't matter. The main goal and purpose is keeping the roof over your head and keeping food in your stomach and clothes on your back and making sure that everything that you need done as far as bills and shit is concerned is paid. Nah, it is, bro. Trust me, it is. Because again, this is something that been going on, but then my thing is you had multiple opportunities to change this shit. Again, some of these states, when you go into some of these cities, it shouldn't be one whole area where it's nothing but makeshift tents and everything else outside because nobody has a place to stay. And half of these fucking places that are vacant right now, half of these houses across the country that are vacant, only thing they need is somebody to just grab onto that shit. I was looking at something that was a certain part of, matter of fact, I forget where it was at in Detroit. That whole block only had three damn houses. And those three houses was actually restored and all of that. The block looked like a little something, but it's still look how empty it is. That's property right there. You could have been building extra affordable housing and shit like that for people who are homeless. Nobody's thinking about that. Let me be able to get my hands on the money that some of these people are blessed to get. Fuck out of here. It's been property on top of property bought by who? By me. So even if whatever you think you're going to take back from the bank, take it. Oh, you want to take this? Take this. I got something I'm going to put here, and I got it paid for, and it ain't going nowhere. It's the crazy part about it, though. Right now, that would have been a block right there, even with those three houses. Before the year was out, it'd have been a couple more additional houses on that block. And that could have been something for people to not so much as flip and get $1 for, but shit. If I know I could get certain shit where I needed to, I get homelessness to a certain all right, I could do that. And that's the sad part about it. You know, when some of these people are blessed to get these benefits and actually make changes that they can make changes on, they don't do it. Even down to these damn politicians sometimes. Talk a good game, and then when shit really hit the fan, you bail out on people. P. Moses, what's going on, my guy? Another thing that, just throws me off about this topic is I'm going to get off this after a while. I just feel bad for the migrants who are here who really don't have nothing and are really trapped in the bond right now, especially during these next couple of days of cold weather, especially in the nighttime. They should be indoors, being able to enjoy the warmth of a house, food in their stomach, period. They should be able to enjoy that, but apparently they can't. They were brought here under false pretenses that you can't even live up to what the hell you promised them. And who knows what else you actually promised them that wasn't televised. You got to think about that part too. That is crazy. Oh yeah, right. My fault. You ain't gonna be able to fix it. Not without correcting what the hell is going on here first. That's something that needs to be done. That's why I said when it comes to specific battles, even on the political part, there's some of y'all who could do your part and actually raise a voice of opinion and awareness and get things right. Again, y'all got to stand together. Because how is this going to help you shipping them off the states that are already filled to the brim already? It's sad because, again, outsiders are not getting what they supposed to get, just like the people inside ain't getting what they supposed to get. And the ones who are getting whatever is because they was just barely lucky. For those who are going to get into real estate or get into that aspect of the fields, just think about certain things. Or even if you're going to be future builders, all right, we're going to be building here. We're going to try to eliminate some of these areas where it's just destitute and there's nothing going on. If it's supposed to be about bringing profits right back into your city, it got to be worked both ways out. Another way you're going to be able to keep the balance afloat is, again, you got to eliminate certain aspects of the game. How do you expect some of your areas to not be crime ridden with look what happened? We bringing crime in here, raising the crime standards basically. Joe, what's going on, baby? I would hope that they fix this problem, but we see by the way they move and by the way things is happening and by day to day we getting reports about certain situations that's dealing with these migrants and everything else. It ain't gonna be an easy task right now. I can see that, sucker. Definitely see that. And that's the thing. Nobody should have to worry about, especially somebody that's not from here. I'm going to risk safety of my family and even my well-being just because I got to do what I got to do to survive. That's not fair. You ain't giving them no option outside of anything but crime. It's crazy. But on that level, I would hope that they fix this, and hopefully they give some of these people some sort of relief. The ones they ain't gonna be able to help, hey, the most you can do is send them back to where they was at. I'm sorry, not gonna be able to do much. Definitely appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel baby. Another thing I want to talk about tonight, and yeah, I'm going to another topic. I said it was a little bit of everything. They've been using it as a video and a meme, but in the same token, it's not funny. Yeah, I know, James. I'm looking at the score right now on the computer. Um, but again, this is the saddest thing about it. Again, now it was a meme or a joke meme, in my opinion, that was going on, but I didn't like it. Yeah, the reason why I didn't like it is because it goes back to what I said a while back. How some of you parents ain't teaching your kids the propers, how to read, write, how to pronunciate or do anything, but they know how to sing a lyric to a damn song. They know the lyrics back to back. This meme was being used as a joke, but it's not a joke no more because I believe this is exactly what was happening. Bunch of toddlers. I don't think they was older than 3 years old, maybe three at four best. How is it they look like they don't know how to barely read or write, but they know the song, they know the lyrics to that song with Drake and Sexy Red and the other girl? Make that make sense. How the hell does the kid know talking about some hands on your knees? And they all singing it crazy. And they all like you know the words, but you let you actually read the lyrics and see if you can actually read. Guarantee you they don't know ABCs, one, two, threes, or they know whatever they do know. But even still, how do you know whole lyrics to a whole song before you actually read a whole book? Appreciate y'all all for dropping links in here, baby. If you haven't done so, for some who might be in the bushes or some who might be new here, definitely some good content creators. Lady shit is it sound funny, but it's not funny. They using it as a joke because I done seen three different videos where it's like a green screen walking in and then you seeing that. But I can tell this is what I'm saying. We ain't teaching these babies no values or nothing. Not teaching them any type of etiquette, none of that. What's going on, man? Nah, Rose, that's crazy though. It is. They was singing like they was at the damn concert on the damn stage. Talk about bend that elbow, make that. I said, wait a minute, wait a minute. Why are they singing the whole song? And this is what I'm saying. See, some people, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is some music that corrupts. Some. When it's low vibrational music, yeah, that draws people. But let it be something that's really like conscience level, everything else, y'all don't want to hear it. Oh, that shit whack. Oh, that shit ain't all of that. Why is it whack when somebody is being honest about something or doing the actual work and sticking to their craft? I don't want to have to be bringing no music that's going to dumb down my people or dumb down the people, period. You already know Lady Shay, baby. Yeah, no, I know. You know, just it's sad though. The babies is out here singing these songs that they shouldn't be singing. Hands on your knees, let that, like, come on. And I granted, there are songs that we listen to as adults, but we even know to a degree that some of these songs that we have no real face value. It's just a bunch of whatever. But for those who are coming up, that's face value. You basically are teaching them that when they get older, in order to keep a structure or keep something going on, this is what they got to do: recite a song or actually follow the words in the song. Now, I've heard some music, yeah, some music might have cursing in it. I've heard some rap songs that have had some curses in it, but some of them actually had a message and a deep damn story, which I can vibe with. I'd rather be able to understand what you're saying and how you're saying it and seeing if there's a message in it, then I'm just listening to this shit and looking like hell no. And I'm telling you that right now, realist, I wouldn't even put it past none of them knowing how to even spell hand, let alone singing a whole damn song. I was like when everybody was in uproar about the WAP song. To some degree, yeah, you got to be upset because this is what you teaching the kids, and these are the ones that are listening to the music now. It's not saying that the adults ain't listening, the teens ain't listening, but when you got the kids listening to some of this and reciting every damn song, that's the worst thing about it. You know, and that's the saddest thing, man. That's a whole fact right there, Angel. You ain't far off neither. You know, again, it's just that shit is sad. How does my kid know a whole song that they shouldn't even be listening to, word for word? But they don't know how to spell they don't even know probably how to spell their own name. Make it make sense. Sorry, like that is the saddest part. I gotta really like just scratch my head in disgust because again, how are we not teaching them the fundamentals and the basics? We not teaching them math, reading, anything along those lines. But we teaching them how to damn learn a song that shouldn't even be. Come on, now. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn how anybody felt about it tonight. This is my personal view and opinion. I personally don't want to hear any little toddlers or kids younger than the age talking about busting it open and doing all this extra stuff. No, get that out their brains. That's the worst thing you can do is teach them moral values before anything. At the end of the day, your kids are not grown. Your kids should not be listening to certain things. Your kids should not be repeating certain things, especially if these are things that actually could mess them up somewhere down the line. Make it make sense again. It is time to elevate and educate on all cylinders. That is not educating them by doing or repeating certain lyrics to songs. Or my personal favorite for some of these parents I see they've been doing. You doing certain videos, you twerking your ass, showing your body off, doing all this extra stuff, and you got the kids involved. Y'all remember I was talking about that lady that did that dumb stuff. You got both of your young boys filming you walk up the street in some heels or whatever, trying to be cute. Turned around, tripped, fell, and now you looking for them to help you up. Uh, Nobody told you to try to be looked. Nobody tried to tell you to just be all fancy and just do what you was doing in front of those kids. Why should they be recording you? Why should they be recording you doing certain things that you know you ain't supposed to be doing in front of them? Yeah, that's one thing too, Lady Shade. That's for real. That really is one thing. Now I've seen some mother daughters or some parents and children do some videos, dance, little dance challenges and stuff, and they ain't go crazy. I seen a father do something or do some sort of TikTok dance with his daughter, but he definitely made sure his daughter wasn't doing that extra shit that everybody else was doing. And that's how a father really is supposed to. This is why I said it's imperative that you fathers really start being in your children's life, even your daughters. Because there's going to be some things that, yeah, you going to check right off the rip like you're supposed to. I shouldn't see videos of a grown woman and a grown daughter twerking their ass off. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn if your daughter is over 21. I don't care if you are in your late 40s, 50s. What standards are being set? It sounds like I'm being judgmental. I'm just giving my clear observation from the outside looking at how does it make you look as a parent? There's a lot of things that they stuck to this damn culture, especially when it comes to social media. And some of this shit is not even culture. That shit is just trash. I'm sorry, it is. I should have enough respect with my child that I'm not going to do certain things around my child. I'm not even going to be in the same vicinity with certain things. I was just like I was watching something a while back, and the guy looked like he wanted to slap the hell out of his daughter in the back of her head. He'd had all rights to do it because we had a wedding ceremony. We amongst friends and family, and the way you was doing certain things, it was like you was at a strip club. Like, come on, have some sort of decency. If I know my father is out on the dance floor or my mom is out on the dance floor, I ain't gonna be sitting there twerking in front of somebody while I'm around them. That's just embarrassing right there. You had to see the look on his face. Like, girl, I will slap the hell out you if you don't stop twerking and you know I'm sitting right here dancing with your mother. Like, what are you doing? That's what I'm saying. It is something that has been stuck into the culture. The saddest part about it, again, you sticking this type of stigma on us for what? I'm saying fathers going to have to start being more involved. The ones who actually are going to be involved, do what you need to do. The ones who are actually still within the family realm and everything else, be a real father. Just like I was saying the other day, there should be no reason why my daughter is talking around me and another grown man and she's saying some of the things she's saying out of her mouth and I don't check her. My daughter shouldn't be thinking about no relations with any men or anything around no. And I shouldn't allow her to talk that way neither. Right then and there, I would have been checking her computer and checking everything to make sure she ain't getting into anything she ain't supposed to be getting into. But again, this is what happens sometimes when the parents want to be kids' friends. I'm not gonna be your friend. I'm not gonna be your friend. But I ain't gonna be no Zol over you neither. No, I'm gonna give you the balance. But you gonna know the proper respect and the proper protocol. You're not gonna be making me look any old type of way, especially if I ain't raising you that way. If I ain't raising you to be out here shaking your cheeks and doing anything else, you need to respect that. And I'm gonna say this to some people that need to hear it. If you are still lucky to have your child's father, husband, whatever you are right now, and they actually are being a part, or they actually are trying to do the right things and be the disciplinary, let them do so. This is getting ridiculous now. Oh, hold on. I got you. Mary, what's going on, baby?
What's up?
Not much, not much.
Hey, Chad.
Talking
Yeah, no, you speaking the truth.
shit pissed me off though, because I'm looking at the video and I'm like, and that's like three different videos that they use that clip with the babies really talk about let that coochie breathe, hands on you. I said, wait, what?
Yeah,
Why? What? Like, come on, like it.
yeah, yeah. Girl had the little mic in her hand and everything. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, now it's becoming a meme, it's becoming a joke. And I understand some people are just doing that for a click and a view, but then it's like, actually, you should be disappointed because what the hell?
Uh,
Like, why would you teach them that?
Right. Yeah, yeah. And I have a problem because, I mean, not to say that it should be any child. Don't get me wrong, but when it's always the melanated child, the babies. You know what I'm saying? And I always feel like for our people, like stay the hell out the news. And it's always, they always say, oh yeah, there they go, they twerking again. And I'm always the one that's always saying stuff like trying to defend our race online, but at the end of the day, it's true because it's like it's so much of it out there, and you see it all the time, and it's not cute. It's not cute for these little babies to be, out there. They had another one where these little, I think it was like three girls, and they was like at McDonald's or something, and they talking about we outside, and
Yeah.
they, they standing there and they got their little butts and stuff, and I'm like, are you serious? And we outside, and I'm like, what you mean about being outside? What you knowing about being outside? You know, the parents is thinking that that's cute, and I'm like, that's not cute at all. Got them acting
Yeah,
like grown women. You know,
yeah,
it's sad.
that part, and it's not even just with the grown women, it's the grown men too. I was watching son, and I'm just looking, and I say, yo, bro, you over 50 years old. I wouldn't give a damn if you was a rap star or not. Pull your damn pants up.
That
Like
part.
you over a certain age, pull your pants up, bro. Like, look, this is another reason why I said how we expect the youth to start really picking up on certain things, and we doing the same exact shit that we trying to stop them from doing. Make it
Right.
make sense. Like I can't sit there and walk outside. Me, shit, my balls would have tried to kill me. Boy, where the fuck you going? But pull your goddamn pants up. I ain't playing with you. Shit,
Right.
sometimes my grandmother would have thought about doing that. And if I ever thought that had done that when I was younger, one of them would have definitely came out of left. Where you think you going? Hold up. Fix yourself. That's not how you going out in the fucking public like that. Come on.
Right.
Dee Dee, what's going on, baby?
Hey, Dee Dee.
Shit don't
Yeah.
make no damn sense. Like, come on. I'm not gonna be going out there half naked. If I'm not going out there half naked, neither are you. The hell you doing? Like, come on.
I remember when this is when I lived in my apartment complex, and I remember when Jordan was 4 years old. He was outside playing with his friends, and
Mm.
he came in the house, and he saw that the older kids was out there playing. He came in the house and had his little pants pulled down and his little underwear showing. I said, "Boy, pull your pants up." He said, "That's how they supposed to go." I said, "Jordan," I said, if you don't pull them damn pants up. He's all, well, that's how the boys have them outside. I said, pull them damn pants up on your ass, boy. I'm not playing with you. And just by him being outside and he saw them older kids out there with them pants sagging. I said, you don't pull your pants down like that. And I told him, I said, do you? I straight up told him, I said, you want somebody to poke you back there? No. I said, well, that's what that means. I said, so if you don't want nobody to poke you back, you're inviting somebody to poke you in your booty. So unless you want somebody to poke you in your booty, that's what you inviting them to do. He hurried up and pulled them pants up so fast, and he he never did it again. He never did it again. But that's what I'm saying. Like they will look. That's what I'm saying. Like like somebody said in the chat earlier. Like these kids, it's like we have to lead by example because these kids are watching. You know what I'm saying? And my son just went outside and he saw these older boys with their pants pulled down, you know? And so he done pulled his down and then gonna come in the house. I was like, why the hell am I seeing Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying? Like, the hell is going on, you know?
Crazy.
And thought that that's exactly what he was supposed to have been doing because he had seen all the rest of the teenage boys with their pants pulled down like that, you know? And so his father had passed away. So like, of course his dad wasn't around. So, I'm not walking around. I'm not no boy. So I ain't walking around with my pants pulled down, but he looking at them, and I was like, no, So, well, I'm explaining. You want somebody to poke you back here? Pull them damn pants up on pull the pants up on your ass, boy. And I ain't have another problem out of him ever again. So
That's the best way to do it.
That's the best way to do it. I'm like, you know what? Hey, sometimes somebody may have said, Mary, that might have been a little bit too drastic. I don't give a damn. At the end of the day, I ain't want my son to sit around here and be sagging his pants. And hey, I had to break it down to him because I was like, he thought that was the way to go. And it was what it was. But I tell you what, it worked. And he ain't never sagged his pants ever again.
Yeah, because it didn't make no sense to do that shit. And like I was saying that a while back when I sat there and said the old lady, I said I had to not so much as I didn't really chastise homie. I just had to tell him, I said, yo, bro, I said, in all honesty, she's right what she said. She told boy, pull your pants up. She said it's bad enough. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss my stop because the bus crowded. I do not want to turn around and look into your ass. She said it straight like that. Old lady was gutted with it though, but she was real. She was like, come on, like, I don't want to see that. And then he tried to get upset. I'm like, yo, bro, listen. In all honesty, son, she right about what she's saying, my nigga, because you literally have skinny jeans on, but your boxes are baggier than everything else you got on. She ain't trying to see no puffy boxes, or she ain't trying to look into your crack, boy. Like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And not even that. How could you want to walk around, like, even in the wintertime? I'll be looking at some of these niggas, I'll be like, bro, it's cold. Like the other night, I was laughing. A couple of oh, shit's cold. Yeah, I would expect you to be cold, dumbass. Your pants is damn near to your kneecaps. Like, come on, nigga, it's cold.
With the belt, I have never understood that part. They got it pulled all the way down, and then they got a belt. You got the belt on there. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Nah, because that's what I'm saying. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that lady was highly upset, and I don't blame her because I'm like, damn, I said, I know she about to snap. Like, because, it's not so much as, they was joking mad loud and shit like that. It wasn't that. Again, it was just the fact that she kept having to look and like, damn, boy, if you don't pull your pants up, and then it's like, your pants is somewhat sliding down even more, and instead of you trying to pull them all the way up, you halfway pulling them the way it was at before. Like, come on, like, I don't get that. You got a belt for a reason. Use it. Like, come on. Your pants are supposed to be above your waist and above your ass cheeks. I'm sorry to tell you that. It ain't supposed to be well below. Nigga, like, come on.
Right. And Miss T ain't lying. They have been dirty. I have seen some. They dirty as I don't know what. I'm like, they're not even white.
Those be the main ones. Like, because I told somebody, I said, man, listen, there's no way I could see myself. That would be like me, even if I thought to go through a midlife crisis. You think I'm going to be trying to do all that shit? I've been there, done that. I had my time. Fuck that. Whatever I ain't get a chance to do, shit, it is what it is. But I'm not going to be sitting out there going out there. Let me try to fit in with everybody. let me try to, nigga, I'm not doing that. Like I said, I could see myself thinking of trying to do that now, even just for a fucking joke for the day. My mom's probably, nigga, don't do it to yourself. You're gonna be upset. Don't do it to yourself. Like, come on.
Exactly. Yeah, it's bad.
Shit, because I even knew that back then. Like, my mom's told me, she was like, look, she's like, it's highly doubtful. But if you see some of this going on, this is what this means. This is why I tell you, if you have to put on a belt, put on a belt.
Mm-hmm.
See, it was days I didn't have to put on no belt. It was days I know, shoot, it's a little wide on the waist. I got to put a belt on. But knowing damn well I wasn't going to fuck outside with my drawers out. None of that. That wasn't happening because nobody in my area was really doing that. Like, it just started like getting into the fold the last shit. I would say like 20 years. It started really getting into the fold with this sagging shit because they watching the rappers, they watching some other. And I'm like, and I told somebody, I said, look, not every rapper is fucking up the culture as far as the music, the way they're presenting themselves, clothes wise, and everything else for the people. I can't blame those people. I can blame everybody else that's riding with that fucking dumb agenda, that dumb down agenda. Like, nigga, if I know I'm a nice artist, not making no dumb down music for everybody just to be, yeah, yo, that shit hot. Fuck out of here, nigga. What he said in the song? Something about busting open and smoking weed, something. What else he said besides that, nigga? Like, come on.
Right. Oh, I was taking Jordan to work last night, and some dude, I don't even know what the song was. I just had to turn it, but he was like, I forget what he was saying, but he was like, I think he was like, yo, or something. He just kept doing it over and over. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh.
I was like, okay, I gotta turn this off. And Jordan was like, he was sitting there and I said, man, people just make money off of anything. I swear, just make money off of anything.
No, that's a whole fact. But this is what I'm saying. Like, it don't take much for you to. Oh, my bad. I done dropped y'all for a second. My damn phone. Nah, but I'm saying in this industry right now, it don't take much. All it takes is a bullshit ass hook and a bullshit ass beat. Yeah. But it should be more than that, nigga. What you got to bring to the table? What words of encouragement you got for the people?
Right.
You're thinking about that though.
Yeah.
Fucking shit crazy. I'm sitting there like, nah. I'm sitting there like, nah. There ain't no way in the hell you gonna tell me this is considered rap culture, man? Like, nah. Like, what happened to actually having something to speak about? See, like I told somebody, he was like, oh, but the 80s rap to a degree was kind of, that shit was kind of ABCs. I said, but we understood what niggas was saying, and we had people who was just nice with the pen, so that was different. I said, even the ones that was just doing the ha 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 ha, they at least said something, motherfucking shit. Like, come on.
Oh man, right, exactly.
The truth, because look, like I tell somebody, I said the music, it evolved to a degree. What it's evolved to now, I don't like it. I said I could get with certain songs. Like I told somebody, I could listen to J. Cole all day before I listen to that girl, because that other girl, man, listen, I'm not trying to hear you, oh, my booty this and my, shut up. What the fuck else are you talking about? Like, I'm like, what else are you possibly talking about outside of your body? What do you have mentally or spiritually that's going, man, my scalp hurt.
Yeah. Bend it over and make it and let it breathe. And I'll be like, oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's what's selling right now. I guess if a woman talks about her body and stuff over and over, that's what sells.
Yeah, but see, that's something that, look, it was already in that blueprint for a while back. It looked like at one point. See, this is the thing. Even when it came down to the women rapping, it went from conscious and kind of like what's really going on. They had a story with it. You know, everything was good money. It wasn't so much as overselling the sex part.
Yeah.
But then now, you know, like I said, when it got to a certain era, they allowed all the fuck shit, basically, in my opinion. I'm like, I can see where the game going to change. I said, at least I could say about the up to the mid 90s, I could say. At least half of the women I know for a fact was in that damn culture. They had their real shit. No implants, no nothing. I was happy about that. Because they was keeping it natural the way it was supposed to. If I'm gonna keep it natural on this mic, I'm keeping it natural in general. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Not dumbing myself down or selling myself lower than I need to. And see, not to be funny, those women in the era had the standards. Like, nah, we ain't doing all that just to sell no records. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
that. We get what we get, and that's it.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
How
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
times I want to hear you sing a song about giving somebody some head? So what? Like, so what? Like, what does that do for me? Like, what does
Right.
that do for the culture as a whole? Nothing.
Right. Yeah. Back in the day, they was rapping about stuff they actually had, gone through, and stuff. It wasn't even about like, sex and stuff and killing. Stuff that they had actually gone through, like growing up, you know, growing up
Yeah.
with the mothers, the fathers, and stuff like that, and what happened in school, that one song that I love, like when he was talking about when wearing the we used to wear the footsies and stuff and the shoes that we used to wear, like, it was so, because it was like nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? But and it wasn't even nothing about like sex or nothing, but it was just like, the bomber jackets and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the BK shoes, you know what I'm saying? And Lotto shoes and stuff. Like, that's cool because it's like, oh yeah, I remember all that stuff, but now it's just like it's out of control, you know. It's like, what is all this stuff? Like, you can't even you got to have two different versions of the songs out.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
it's like, it's not even for it. And you be like, nigga, not even worth it. Like, come on now.
I remember that song really. Getting sick. Yeah. Right.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now,
Yeah.
see, that's the thing, though. But see, I could honestly say, even when that song came out, right?
Mhm.
Even in that instance, it wasn't. I didn't. I didn't see too many people besides the adults, really, and probably the teens that just got in their 18s or whatever, was really listening to that and actually repeating shit. I didn't see no kids repeating that. Getting some head. Talking about with Shauna and Ludacris. Yeah, I know. Like,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's certain songs that even to a degree, they wasn't trying to allow no kid to. If you don't go sit your butt down, you don't need to hear this. Like,
Right.
come on now.
Right.
All the
I,
minute anything got recited. Wait, hold on. Where you heard that from? Oh, well, what you know about that?
yeah.
Like, well, you know this what you know? All right. Well, tell me what you know. Like, come on.
I believe in Miss T because I was in that bathroom. I went to the bathroom. This is when my son was in middle school, and I went to the bathroom at his school, his middle school. Them girls was in there talking about more stuff, the stuff that they was in there doing. And at the time, I was in my 30s, and I'm like, the things that they was talking about doing, and yeah, and I'm doing this. I'm like, y'all doing more in y'all 30 at 12 years old, and I've ever done and I'm 30 years old in my 30s.
Yeah.
I'm in there in that bathroom. I was like, I don't even want to come out of this stall because I'm like, I'm like,
She was getting
I'm
all the
like,
tea. She like, let me get all the tea real quick, see what the fuck going on here. Let me make sure I don't know none of your parents and shit.
right. And then when I came out of there, y'all should have seen what y'all should have seen the look on them girls' faces. Cause I was like, I'm just gonna go over here and just wash my hands and act like I ain't heard none of that. But I was just like, woo, thank goodness. I was like, that I got a son and he ain't even on this, like he ain't even on this level. I'm like, my goodness. I'm like, woo, cause y'all is like, and they looked at me. I was just like, woo. I was just like, okay.
They saw a ghost. They like, oh shit, she
Right,
gonna drop snitch on us. Hold
right.
up. Let's not say nothing else.
They probably like, they probably was like, lock the door on her. We gonna have to do something with her. Like we're not gonna let her up out of here. You know what I'm saying? She knows too much.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing too with some of these. Like I said, half of them only knowing what's what now because again, when you got adults, not just in the household, but if you got adults that's outside promoting almost the same fuck shit, what you expect? Like
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like how the hell some of y'all men expect these young men not to be out here with their pants sagging, and y'all got the pants sagging. Y'all trying to speak the language. Like you
Mhm.
trying to get down with look, your time, all that shit is over, bro. Like that'd be like you being 50 years old, almost in your 60s, and you still on the block hustling. Nigga, what you
Right.
doing with your life?
Yeah. Angel, I didn't want no
755,
girl.
what's going on, baby?
Yeah, Angel, I didn't want no girl either. My mama wanted me to have a girl so bad. I was like, nope, I do not want no girl. Please send me a boy. I'm like, no, please do not send me no girl. And I made sure I was like, nope. And let me go ahead and tie these tubes up because I know I was like before that even happened. Hey, 755. But yeah, nah. Woo. I was like, gee whiz, man. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Not to say that the boys don't do stuff too, but because some of these boys, they be on some stuff too. But man, um, it's just a lot to raise kids in this time. But today, it's very scary. Um, it really is. And like that's why I said you got to really parent your kids. And sometimes we can do all the parenting and they still gonna do them, but you just got to put your all into it. um and I definitely made sure to do that with my son. And just you know my thing is put them in activities though. You just can't just let them run off and just let them do whatever they want to do. Don't just let them run off outside and just let them do whatever. Nah, you gotta put them activities, keep them busy. um, Keep them in sports activities, after school stuff. You know, Angel said her son's 21, but her heart's in mouth filled the day she died, a daughter. She said, "Oh, my heart." I know that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you have to. And some of these parents, I've seen these parents like just be like, let their kids just go and do whatever as long as they outside and they not bothering them. And it's like, nah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can go spend a night at whoever's house, but they don't even know the parents. They don't even get to know the parents that they kids are going over to the houses and stuff. And I remember my coworker, she was like, "Oh yeah," she was like, "The mom just, let her son come over to my house. She didn't even meet me or nothing." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, she just let her son come over. She didn't even like,
Crazy. My fault, y'all. Oh,
she didn't
almost
come in
fucking.
the house. She didn't even see like how you living." Like, nah. I was like, I couldn't do that. I'm like, I couldn't let my son go over somebody's house. I need to go meet the mom. I need to go over to their house. I need to get acquainted. My son's gonna be spend the night. Let your kids just go spend the night. You gotta see what's up with the family and stuff, you know. But you know,
Nah,
sometimes
it's always something. I'm telling you. That's why I was saying, man, listen, it's steps, critical steps that people got to understand. You want the best for your child. You don't want your child to be the next ghetto ratchet to us, or you want them to be more successful. Teach them a little bit more.
right.
Give them culture outside of what you're giving them. Not
Mm,
saying, oh, you can't listen to music or you can't do certain things, but it's some things they shouldn't just be looking at all, or being around at all when they still that young and impressionable. They're gonna think that's the way to go. Like if
right.
you're constantly playing certain music or you're constantly doing certain things in front of me that I know for a fact is gonna cause a chaos or a rift,
Mm-hmm.
I expect it not to happen. I
Right.
can't expect my kid not to be out there not being fast when I'm showing them every damn time I get a chance. I'm being fast as all hell. It's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. No, yeah. You just can't. You can't trust people with your kids. Not at all. And I remember my ex used to tell me, he's like, "Won't you let Jordan go? Go." And I'm like, "Oh, you can't just be letting your." I said, "Nah, you can't be. I can't. I'm not gonna be letting him go in and I don't know them people. I'm like, can't be letting him just go and be spending the night and going. Nah, I ain't like when we was like when we were younger and stuff. I'm like, I don't let him go spend the night at people's houses like that. Nah, I don't. Nah." I'm like, it's not like that. But see, I'm like, he also didn't have no kid. He didn't have any kids, and he didn't understand that. Like, there's not, there's some people that don't have kids and they just don't get it. Um, and they think that that okay, you're supposed to just let your kids just go. And I'm like, you can't do stuff like that. That it ain't, you been to let your kids go somewhere, and that's where that weirdo stuff starts happening. And people, you know what I'm saying, and people start touching on your kids or doing weirdo stuff. It's like you can't do that. You can't. Everybody don't need to be around your kids either. You know. Exactly, Miss T. Sometimes you have to keep them away from family. Did you lose sound? Nate, you still there? Did you put us on mute?
Nah, I was hearing something. Thought that fucking alarm was going on. I'm about to say I ain't calling these niggas. I'm not doing none of that shit while I'm at work tonight.
Oh,
Ah man.
you
Hold
at
on.
work?
Appreciate Angel and Sirius for being the best link droppers
Oh yeah, thank y'all
on
for.
this side of YouTube, man.
Yeah, full police check investigation. Okay. I don't blame you. Yeah, you got to, cause I remember Jordan's dad. He was a San Diego County Sheriff's deputy, and the one of the guys in his jail had his daughter and his daughter's friend touching on each other, and when they would spend the night. And so it's like they were friends, so her family thought it was okay. But that's another thing. It's like, why would you let your daughter go spend the night at this man's house? There's no woman there. There's no woman there. So it's like you going letting your daughter spend the night at this man's house with his, just because he's got his daughter there, like that. I'm like, that ain't cool, you know. And he had the two girls over there touching each other, and so the girl, she went home and told her parents. I'm like, it's just weird. Um, you don't let your kid go over there, and it's a grown man. I just would never. If I had a daughter, it's just I'm like, even my son. I don't know. You just can't be letting your kids just go like that. It's just too much weirdo stuff going on. Hey, Kev.
Facts. Nah, it's
Yeah.
all fact. Kev, what's going on, my guy? Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, this the thing. Even when I say we was coming up, my moms didn't do too many of those. You could go sleep over, and if I did go sleep over, I knew who the hell I was with. I knew what the hell was going on.
Right.
Other than that, if it was anything else that shouldn't have been 9 out of 10, she'd be like, "Nigga, the minute something sound funny, I'm coming to get your ass." That was it. But
Mhm.
most of the time, like I said, see, this is the thing. I'm not allowing too many. Oh, you can have it now, because you don't know what the hell could happen. And then again, sometimes these sleepovers, that be the opportunity for some of them to be having they talks or they thoughts like, oh,
Mhm. Exactly, Miss T. That trauma, it does stay with you. It stays with and people be telling, oh, you got to get past that and stuff. It's like, nah, that's not something you could just get past. That's actually trauma and stuff. So you gotta protect. You gotta protect. That's why when I be seeing this stuff like you see that stuff in the courtrooms and stuff, when these parents and stuff be shooting the child molesters and stuff, like I'm like, and they be arresting these parents. I'm like, that's what you call insanity right there. That parent is a moment of insanity. They have went insane in that moment. That parent should not be arrested. I'm sorry. I'm like, that parent, when how do you think that parent feels knowing that their child went through that and they have to think about that day and night, that there something happened to their child. So I'm like, you expect for them to just be okay, live a normal life again, knowing that something happened to their kid? No, you know what I'm saying? So they are going through mental anguish. So I'm like, not saying that it's right, but that is insanity. So I'm like, you can't just sit up here and just, you know, punish that parent for doing that and put them in jail for the rest of their life. That's insanity. That is what you call insane. That is an insane person right there. Um, but I can't blame the parent one bit for when they, something like that happens. When they snap like that. He
Yeah.
spent the night at my best friend's house. Yeah, exactly. And that's how it was, realists. We was like that. We spent the night at our best friend's house, and and that's how it was for me. I was only able to spend the night at the closest people that was closest to the family. That was it.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't no you going to random people that you really didn't know, or
Right.
and if it was one of those situations, 9 out of 10, yeah, let me make sure this shit ain't going on. I'm gonna be right there chaperoning your asses. Because those are the things I remember. If it was a situation like that, like, but I really, all right, well, we need to see what these parents are about. We need to see what the fuck going on. Look, we chaperoning. Fuck that.
Right.
Like, get back to that. That's why I said having watchful eyes out. Even if you are going to try to, all right, you know what? They've been fiending for this. I bet.
Right.
But this, if the minute I see something ain't right, or the minute I feel something ain't right, or the minute you end up calling me for something, I'm coming to get you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Exactly.
remember one time my boy said some shit, and his mom was like, "All right, now guess what? The minute your ass decided to call me, I don't give a fuck if it was to tell me you forgot something. You going home, so you
Yeah.
better make sure you got whatever you need for the weekend, and
Right.
that's it." And he wasn't playing. She wasn't playing that shit neither. He fucked around and found out. It wasn't even 2 hours in. Like, oh, mom, forgot the nigga. Didn't I just tell you? What? Now you coming home now. See, I gotta come up out of here to go do this now because
Absolutely.
you forgot to take something I told you to take. All right, well, you coming home now.
Yeah.
Better
Exactly.
enjoy yourself before I get there. Shoot.
Right.
I was like, damn. But it had to be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Exactly. Angel, shoot. Hey, listen, Angel, my son just turned 20 on the 12th, and I'm like that right now. I told Jordan, uh, uh, he working security at that job. Look, things be going down 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I don't care what time it is. Call me. Look, F that job. I'll be right there. Either that Dodge Durango or that Ford Escape. One of them, I'll drive straight up. Some SDPD, the coroner or something, be bagging somebody up. I'm like, I'm like, we don't play about them kids, you know. I'm like, it don't even matter, your child is your child, you know. I'm like, it don't even matter. I don't even care. At the end of the day, forget your supervisors don't matter. You got a mama. Something going down, call me. I don't care what time it is. F your job, F my job. Send a text message to my supervisor real quick. I ain't gonna be in today. Jordan got some stuff going on at his job. So look, letting you know right now, I ain't gonna be there. So but you might see me on the news, get the bail money ready or whatever. But yeah, your kid is your kid, and you gonna, so
Yeah, because I seen something the other day that threw me off. And it was another video that threw me off. But in that same token, like I was getting ready to say it, and I said it's on both angles. I said the same way as men doing specific crimes that they shouldn't be even doing, there's women out there
oh yeah.
enticing the same shit too. Like I just looked at a video, this
Mm-hmm.
damn grown ass woman out here shaking her ass on the patio and shit. And I don't know whose son that was. He just started staring like, oh shit. Like, and that boy don't even look older than fucking 9 or 10 years old, but he was staring, looking like, damn, I'm ready to grab up on it. But you giving them that sexualization already, like, damn, this is what you. Nah, like you shouldn't be doing certain shit in front of a kid. Like I said, no way you shaking your ass in front of these kids like that. I don't give a damn what music was on. Have some decency about yourself, especially around other people's kids. And that was kind of a creepy moment because he really was just staring like, damn. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, but look at the, but then the comments that was behind it was stupid. Oh shit, even Stevie Wonder would have fucking took his glasses off of that big old. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas don't be giving a fuck.
They
Like at
don't.
the end of the day, that's still a damn child at the end of the day that shouldn't be learning some of the shit that they learning now. What you
Mm-hmm.
teach them, you just teaching them, yeah, I gotta make sure I get a woman with this type of body. I gotta make sure that this is what it is. I'm trying to get my nut off. Like that little nigga not even 9, 10 years old. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like that shit is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I'm like, it's insane. Yeah, no. I don't trust like I was, they got these women at the Walmart parking lots and they be handing out these papers and stuff and now they be like, even when it's the sun is down, when it's nighttime, they be out there still. And like I always, the one lady out there, I was grocery shopping or whatever, I had went to the gym and I had went grocery shopping and I always like look always watching what's going around or on around around me or whatever, and I was looking. She started walking up towards me. I turned around, I looked at her like this. She turned right back around, walked the other way. Don't come up on me, get away. Like I was like, don't even walk this way, it's nighttime, putting groceries in my car. I don't know, like, you don't know me, I don't know you, I don't know what you up to. Don't come over here, don't get in my personal space. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get near me. And that's why I be telling Jordan, don't let nobody get in your personal space. Cause there was a guy, at the hospital last week, and he was threatening folks. And I was telling Jordan, don't ever let nobody get in your personal space. Don't let nobody get close to you. Cause I'm like, once they start getting in your personal space, stuff get, dangerous and out of control. Don't let nobody get close to you. But just by me turning around looking at her, she was like, oh, I guess yeah, I gave her that look. I was like, I'm not playing with y'all. Get away. Cause all that sex trafficking stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's dark time. It's dark. What you out here in this parking lot for like that for? Walking up people and you walking up between cars and stuff, people doing stuff, they putting groceries in their cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You doing too much. Pass that shit out in the daytime. Don't come over here with that. You know? But yeah, I'm like, nah, get away from me with all that. And you just gotta be vigilant and just look and watch and just watch your back and just keep, you know what I'm saying, and be careful because it's too much going on. They're very wicked, Kevin. You right about that. Seriously, realist, because and then in those little pieces of paper and stuff, like I said, they got that fentanyl and stuff. You never know what's on them papers and stuff. You go to touch that stuff, and there's no telling what's on that stuff. Miss T, I was crying watching documentary about kids being sold. The man asked how young is some of the kids. That man said 2 months old. What? I have no words. God is going to be handing out some serious punishment. Ugh. Ugh. You know what? I think I seen something like that too. They was selling kids. I wonder if that was the same documentary that I had seen. Yeah, yeah, they don't care. They grab kids in broad daylight outside school gates with all the parents there. Yeah, they don't even care. They don't even care who's watching. um, they even had one lady. She was actually I guess the cops ended up getting her for like, I guess she was like drunk driving or something, but she had been drinking and she supposed to have rescued this boy or whatever, and but they got her for drunk driving, and she was like if the boy was in danger and stuff, so she basically took the boy or whatever and like called the cops, but they ended up arresting her. and they was like, she shouldn't have been arrested because she actually saved the boy or whatever.
Yeah.
And um, they was like, now nobody's not gonna, they not gonna want to help. But they was like, well, she was driving drunk. She did, save the boy or whatever. It was like on cops or whatever. And she was saying that I guess they was trying to get the boy, put the boy in sex trafficking, but she actually saved him. He was like a 9-year-old boy, and but she also was like drinking and driving. And I was like, yeah, I was like, come on now. I was like, yeah, she did save the dude. I was like, she did save the boy. I was like, they should have. I was like, she didn't wreck her car or nothing. But I was like, it's like, well, we got her. She was, we just got her on drinking and driving and stuff. But yeah, it was a sad situation because the boy, he was, scared. And I guess they was just about to get him or whatever. So they got him back home to his parents and stuff. But I was just like, that was crazy. If it wasn't for that lady, he would have been gone, and his parents would have never seen him again, probably.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's not just the kids. It's like I said, it's adults. Because
Ooh, yeah.
remember, I was talking about that recently about the guy was driving the bus and guy, it was another guy that ran up on this girl. I guess he had, I don't know if he had a gun or a knife, whatever. But he was walking beside her, but you could tell like she was uncomfortable, but it was just like she was scared to run. But that bus driver noticed it, and a couple people that was on the bus noticed it, and they ran down. And ran down and basically saved her because I think she was about to get abducted. Or it could have been worse. It could have been she could have got sexually attacked, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes, look, there's some things you might not want to delve yourself into, but there's other things you're gonna have to. It's just the humanity part of it.
Yeah.
Because if I'm gonna allow somebody to get attacked in front of me, that's essentially saying I would allow my own family to get attacked in front of me. So what the heck? Nah,
Yeah.
I get
Absolutely.
back on that, man.
That's like everybody coming out with some lady, I guess, was coming out today saying, I guess her ex-husband was involved or something, in some scandal or something, and she knew about it or whatever. And she knew about it or something. I guess with the what was it, the immature boys or something like that. But I was like,
Yeah,
you knew about it back then they need to arrest you too because you was just as worse as what I'm saying as he was. If you knew that this stuff was going on back then, well then you need to then you just as guilty. You know, if you knew this stuff, I'm like, because he's your ex-husband now and y'all ain't together no more, and now the money then dried up, now you gonna get to talking now. You should have been talking back then when the stuff was going on. So I'm like, you just as guilty. If you knew that predatory stuff was going on back then, you should have said something back then.
yeah. But
So
see, that's what I'm saying. There's some people that won't open their mouth. And like I said, this is why you get certain things like unsolved cases. Doesn't matter what the case is. Some of them shits go unsolved or go into cold cases because nobody want to open their mouth and say something. You know how many unsolved murders that could have been solved already? People know what the fuck is what. And I'm like, nigga, if you ain't no street nigga, why you worried about the repercussions and consequences if you know something?
mm-hmm. Absolutely, Miss T. My mother always told me, you never go to the second location. If somebody pulls up on you and tell you to get in or whatever, you never go to the second location because whenever you go to the second location, you lower your chances of survival. Never go into whatever that person is going to do to you, like do it right here or whatever. You never go to that second location.
Exactly. You got to fight, do whatever, do what you got to do. And I'm glad that you definitely survived that too, Shays, because that's what I'm saying. It's crazy how, like, again, but then you got grown women too that be a part of that shit too. That's why I was like, I remember one story they were talking about. They stopped an illegal, I think it was an illegal sex ring or something like that along those lines. And it
Mm,
was for two guys and two girls that was part of this shit. And I'm like, see, like I told somebody, they always try to blame the stigmas on certain things on just men. No, you got women that be right along with it too. That's why I always call shit down the middle.
yeah,
Because like I said, the same things that a man is doing is probably the same thing. But then I can't even call you men or women if you thinking along those lines like that. You just sick individuals because there's no way I could think to say I'm gonna take somebody's child and make them do something that I know for a fact is gonna traumatize them for life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh
Shit
yeah.
crazy.
That's right. Yeah. Fight, bite, scratch, do everything that you can. I mean, everything. Fight like hell. Well, Nate, I'm gonna go ahead on and drop up off of here and get my rest on before I have to take Jordan to work. But I enjoyed your live stream, talking with y'all, and I'll holler at y'all later.
You already know, Mary. Definitely get you some rest. Hopefully it ain't cold where you at. If it is, keep yourself warm. And I appreciate you for dropping in. Like I said, you always more than welcome, especially on these topics. Shoot, it's always good to hear from the people.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good one, y'all.
And have a good one too.
All right. Bye.
Um, Shout outs to Mary B. Definitely for popping in on the panel tonight. Wasn't gonna hold y'all all night neither. Like I said, just a couple of little discussions that was gonna be popped in. Link is still pinned in case anybody else want to chime in, but not gonna be funny. I think I pretty much covered something what I need to cover. Again, it's mostly about observation and obligation. Your obligation is to try to make sure you create the balance and continuously hold the balance. And I'm not gonna lie to you, we have lost that because again, we so focused on self and not focused on the people that really need to be focused on. This is why we are getting some of the traumatic events and the traumatic crimes we get now. Parents, you're gonna have to start really doing a lot better. And I'm speaking to those who are being irresponsible that might still have young kids. You have to start being more responsible. Again, teach your kids the basics that they need to learn. Make sure your kids can properly read, write, enunciate, and do everything along those lines. You don't want your kids out here half slow, half dumb. Sorry to say it that way. You will want to see your kids be the great outlook of the family. Since some of you claim that y'all never had too much outside of the family, they could be that one that rises up to the occasion and also lead with the blueprint of helping the others. You never know. No doubt, Angel. Appreciate you, baby. And again, appreciate you, Sirius. Appreciate you, Angel, for dropping links. Y'all definitely are the top shooters. You know, your services are always appreciated regardless. I don't want anybody to feel like nobody is unappreciated here. But nonetheless, it's time to start being more active, more proactive. Parents start giving a better balance where you need to give it. For those who are doing what they need to do, continue to keep doing what you're doing and just keep your faith strong. Trust me. We know it's not easy, but it shouldn't be that hard neither. Teach your kids the basics they need to learn, even even down to simple interactions with people. Not gonna hold you. This is what will change some of the stuff we seeing now. Maybe we can even X out some of the things that are poisoning our culture as we speak now. And it's truth. It's really truth though. Gotta give better opportunities, like I've been saying and preaching. Want them to be better, show them better. Give them better. And whatever they feel they might want to get into in life, if that's something that they really pushing for, and if it's something that's going to be a monumental stride in their life, then encourage it. They want to be news reporters, encourage it. They want to be journalists, bloggers. They want to be anything that they feel is going to give them that niche in life and that's going to give them the best opportunities of growth. Make sure you're doing it. Again, it is for the soul betterment. Because how do we expect the lifeline and we expect the prosperity to keep going if we ain't leaving them a blueprint on the goal? Just something to think about for the night. And some of you parents are going to have to start being more careful. When you see certain things that look like either predatory behavior or anything along those lines, it doesn't matter if it's friends, family, whoever. Better act on it and start being more vigilant again to the people in the communities because there should be no reason why people are going missing. And that means every state, shoot, everywhere around the world, people should not be missing. No way you're going to tell me that people are getting snatched up when you got a whole crowd full of people sitting there. It should never happen. Stop with this minding my business and only focusing on yourself shit. Focus on what needs to be focused on. With that being said, we get up out of here. Definitely was a great talking conversation. And again, shout outs to the two top ladies up in here doing their thing. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all know it's always love. Um, we gonna be back tomorrow, definitely for the site. And could have another discussion tomorrow. We'll see how this goes down. Nonetheless, hopefully somebody did get something out of this. Parents, again, start implementing greatness. It's not that hard to do. Only things in life that should be hard, actually, nah, it shouldn't be hard. Life is hard as it is. Shouldn't be that much that deters you or stops you from being the best parent that you can be. Yeah, we know it ain't going to be easy on certain days. But again, you have a moral obligation and a duty to make sure that your kids come up right so they could be right for themselves. So they could learn to take care of their own, know how to take care of their own flock when it comes time to, and still again, bring the lessons and the opportunities back. That's how you're gonna do it. And definitely again, shout outs to everybody that's been a part of this build and this growth. Again, y'all helping make this wheels on this damn machine move at a great speed. We're gonna keep bringing that. We're gonna definitely keep bringing that. But let me get up out of here. Definitely, I'll see y'all in the streets in the morning, or I might see some of y'all in these streets tonight. Y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. Everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and then be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I do is give you real. And that's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. And like I said, I definitely see y'all in the morning for this good old site. I could actually bring a little sunshine tomorrow, but we'll see what time we bring the sunshine. Y'all know. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.